what's helpful to get those muscles and the bones growing back for you. We all need that so that we can live longer, happier, healthier lives. I promise you that's what's going to happen. Here to tell you, exercise on a frequent basis is the only way to go. So get up, let's get going. And for those of you who need to have some adjustments made on the types of exercises that we're going to do some dancing today. I'm going to do 2 videos instead of just the one. One video is going to be for folks who can stand up, may need to balance a little bit on a chair, and the other is going to be for folks who really don't have the ability to be standing, who have to be sitting. So I'm going to show you the adaptations instead of you having to guess and figure it out. That said,
isn't he great?
Yeah.
Yay.
That said, there are going to be many whose doctors have told you some distinct limitations, and I can't address all of those. There's a lot of possibilities. You know what your doctor is telling you to not do, don't do it, and try to adjust as you need to. But we want to start by doing some warm-ups. So we're going to work a little bit more on upper body today. So just kind of get those arms swinging around a bit. And by the way, this is for the you're going to hurt yourself hitting me like that. This is for the exercising for folks who are able to stand up, maybe with a little bit of support from a chair sitting on the side of it.
Although I could sit down here and do this.
This part you could do. You absolutely could. And now that you're warmed up, we're going to be able to do some exercises from here. And whether you're in a wheelchair or in a normal chair, I suggest you do one without the arms on the sides. We're not going to really be using the arms today. If you have them, you can probably still get away with doing that. We're doing pretty much the same exercises, but I wanted to demonstrate to you that by sitting down, we can do them. I may not do exactly what we did in the standing up ones, but I'm going to do my best to follow the same format and the same order. So we're going to start with just the curls. Very easy to do from in a chair, not a big deal. Definitely something that we can do here. Once again, today is upper body, so that's what we're working on. Upper body really, for the most part, whether you're in a chair or not in a chair, they tend to be the same exercises, which I think is pretty cool. So next one, we're going to go up and over our head, take our hands down behind our head, and then pick them up. Remember, we're not in a race. We're not trying to go fast. We're trying to move our muscles. And if you're moving slow, you tend to do a lot better job of strengthening them and building up the endurance. So, let's keep that movement going on. Now, depending on your back situation, this may be a limitation, but I think if you do with no weights like we're doing and starting with a few, you should be able to adapt and do that. This is going to be one where the arms could possibly get in your way. So you might have to move forward, keeping your feet firmly on the ground. We're going to bend forward a bit, going to put our arms back, and then we're going to bend at the elbows, not at the shoulders, and bring our arms up and take them back. So yeah, it's not so tough. But it's a good movement. It's going to get the backside of your upper arms, work on those muscles, get them to where they are strengthened, toned up a bit. Something that we don't use as much as we should. Definitely a very helpful thing to do. Keep them going. So we'll do a few more here. Keep thinking, hey, I'm making progress. I haven't been doing very much of this for a long time now. I'm doing this every day. This is helping me out. I'm feeling great about this. Okay, shake that out a bit. Notice I'm not pausing in between, trying to keep the cardiovascular going. That's an important thing. We're going to stay bent over, and now we're going to do some flies. So you take them out, bring it back in. Okay, not so bad. Helping you out a bit. You notice that's working on your shoulders a lot. It's a good thing. We need our shoulders. And if you've got control of them, it can help. Keep in mind, if you can't move as far as you see me moving, that's fine. Move what you can move. Don't try to hurt yourself. Always do as much as you can do. If it's a little bit, it's a little bit. Be happy with that. Be happy with what you can do, whether it's a little or a lot. It's a gift. Make the most of it. It's when we have these gifts of being able to do whatever we can do, we don't take advantage of those that we tend to lose even what we have. We don't want to lose more, we want to gain more. I'm convinced that for the vast majority of us, regeneration is a very strong possibility. For those for whom it's not, there's at least a level of regeneration that's possible. You don't want to lose what little you may have, so keep working at it, keep it there. We're going to do some upright rows. So with this, if we can, let's spread our legs apart so that they're out of the way. And we'll just take our hands and we're just doing like a row, kind of like on the rowing machines. That's really the action that we're doing here. As you can see, this doesn't seem that tough to do, but if you do enough of it, as you're getting tired especially, it starts to work on you a bit. You'll feel that effort. But imagine adding some weights to this as we go on. It's going to start doing you a lot of good. Don't get in a hurry to add the weights. This is a progression. We're going to go at it in a way that we're not going to hurt ourselves. When we start to add weight, it's going to be a little bit of weight. We're going to be ready for it. It's not going to hurt us. It's going to feel good. We're going to love it. It's going to be a good thing. Now we're going to bend over. We're going to do some more rows. I'm kind of if you watch the other video for the standing up people, I did this in a slightly different order, but this order is just as good. And we're doing this row here, slightly bent forward, and we're picking those hands up as high as we can get them and putting them all the way down. We're not in a hurry. We're taking it slow and steady. There's no rush. There's no rush. The prize goes to those who are slow and steady and persistent. You just got to keep at it. Shake that out a bit. Going to try to do the one-armed one. So we have one hand on our knee here. We're going to bend forward. Just bring that other one up. Slightly the same. We're just getting a little bit more endurance in those arms. We're doing them one at a time. Let us focus a little bit more on having that arm up and down. Let's just do enough here to where we feel like we've gotten a bit of a workout. We'll switch legs, so put the other one forward, hand on that knee. Let's pick him up. Here we go. We're picking him up. Up and down, just nice, slow, nice, easy, making us feel good. This is the right kind of way to spend our time, getting some exercise. We don't have to do this all day long. It's just for a few minutes. It's some fun minutes, good time together. Okay, let's put our arms out straight. We're kind of holding them out, and that can be enough. What we want to do is we're going to just be doing some twisting of the arms. Twist them all the way one way, all the way the other. Palm up, twist around, palm. I can go a little bit past down. Go as far as you can. Just kind of twisting them around and you're holding them out. Holding them out will probably get you tired. Doing the twisting is going to help those muscles get a little bit more limber. Okay, let them down, shake that out a bit. Let's hold them straight out in front of us. We're going to take our wrists up, wrists down, wrists up, wrists down. Once again, we're not in a big rush. Nice and slow, just kind of, we're doing the movements. We're doing the movements here to keep them going. Just keep it moving. That's an important aspect of this, okay? It's good to keep moving. A little bit at a time. We're going to love the way that things start changing for us. We're going to feel better and better about this. I'm going to do a little bit of a stretch here for you. Put one hand behind the back, the other up and over beside your head there, and try to put your hands together. Now, with my right hand going from the front to the back and my left hand being in the back, I can touch my finger. I can actually grab. I'm proud of that. Didn't used to be able to do that. It's a good thing. We're going to hold it for about 12 seconds. Actually, a little bit, like 15. But after 12, we'll begin to get a little bit of release in our muscles as they've been stretching, and they'll finally realize that they are being stretched, and they'll let us go just a little bit more, which is a good thing. We're training them to stretch. We want them to do that. Okay, good stretch there. Other hand over the back, and the other hand up in the back. Let's let it sit there, stretch them. I'm going to get this side to where I can touch. I've been working at this for a couple of years. I'm still not there. See, you got to stick with it. I'm getting there. I know they're getting closer and closer. I can tell that this right hand is getting further up my back, which is a good thing. And I'm so close to touching, I can almost feel the air coming out of my fingertips as they get close to one another. So that's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to exercise. At least I find it that way. I hope you do. I promise you that as you do these little bits, not hurting yourself, get used to this time that you're spending. This is for you. This is helping you. That you're going to feel good about it. You're going to look forward to it. You're going to anticipate it with joy and excitement. And as you do more and more and you accomplish and you find that there are things you haven't been able to do for a long time, suddenly you can start doing them. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be grateful to yourself that you started taking care of this part of your life and gaining back, regenerating those muscles and those bones. And this is what I'm promising you. This is what research is telling us today, that even as we get older, if we will do these weight-bearing resistance kinds of exercises, that it's going to cause our muscles to grow, which, okay, we gain weight. Not a big deal. We need muscles. The people with more muscle mass live longer, healthier lives. That's what the research is showing. The other thing that happens is by doing these resistance, weight-bearing kinds of things, that we increase the bone density in our bones, that they start to come back. So if we're having any type of osteoporosis or where our bones are starting to go on us, if we will do these kinds of exercises that force them to work, then they're going to regenerate. They're going to grow. They're not going to shrink and go away on us. We need that for so many reasons. The last thing we want to do is to get weaker and weaker to where our muscles can't help us. Our bones are brittle. Something happens, we break a bone. Bad things follow that. We don't want to get to that point. If you've been there, you know what I'm saying, and you still can do what's helpful to get those muscles and the bones growing back for you. We all need that so that we can live longer, happier, healthier lives. I promise you that's what's going to happen.